Hello and welcome to Reporters on France 24. Now, in Iraq, feminism is a fringe concept with little uptake in mainstream society. The country's women are some of the world's most disempowered, with gender inequality pervading all levels of Iraqi society. In education, illiteracy rates amongst teenage girls are double that of boys, and in the workplace, there's only 14% of women employed versus 73% of men. That's according to UN figures. So rather than seeking higher education and career, women are expected in Iraq to marry young. Almost half of married women have faced some form of domestic violence, either emotional, physical or sexual, while a majority of men believe that they have a right to beat their wives if they disobey them. But there is a brave minority in the country challenging the status quo. Our reporters Jack Hewson and Lucille Wasserman met with three pioneers trying to further the cause of women's empowerment, and we're joined now by Jack Hewson from Baghdad. Hi Jack, can you give us a sense before we see a report of how you would qualify women's rights in Iraq now?
Well, Iraq hasn't always been as restrictive a place for women as it is now. In the mid-20th century and under Saddam's early rule, it was much more secular and women enjoyed greater freedom. A mixture of religious revivalism during the sanctions of the 1990s and then 20 years of sectarian meltdown in post-Saddam Iraq have really reinforced conservative norms and disempowered the country's women. There's a deep sense of entitlement now prevalent among many Iraqi men that their wives should take a secondary role and they should be obedient to them. And in most cases, the state and the law serves to prop up this patriarchal thinking. For example, Article 41 of the Iraqi Penal Code essentially gives a husband the right to beat his wife if she is disobedient. So with the innate misogyny of both the system and society itself, it's pretty bleak from a gender empowerment point of view, and the inequality that Iraqi women suffer is huge.
All right, well, you caught up with some three people who are trying to make some changes in that regard. Let's take a look, Jack, now at your report.
أنا اسمي رشا خالد، محامية وأنا ناشطة نسوية. القانون فيه تراجع، ده يحكمنا اللي هو عيب عيب عيب، عيب تسوقين سيارة، عيب تطلعين للمدرسة، عيب تداومين، عيب تشتغلين، هذا كله عيب، هو مو حرام.
In Iraq's ultra-conservative society, women are constantly marginalised. Here, being a feminist comes down to shaking out customs and traditions, a risky fight led by a few Iraqi women like Rasha.
هسا احنا رايحين مركز شرطة الخنساء، منطقة شعبية وعشائرية تشهد تقييد يعني لحركة النساء.
Today, Rasha accompanies one of her clients for a second time to the police station. She claims to have miscarried and even suffered a stroke after being repeatedly beaten by her husband. To protect her, we will not reveal her identity and have changed her name to Zahra.
واقعاً شنو راح تكون ردة فعلهم؟
راح أتوقع راح يصير اندفاع عليه، يلتجون للعشائر، ما راح يسلم نفسه لأن العشيرة وسيلة ضغط على البنية، لأن إذا ما نفذت كلام العشيرة يحرضون أهلي عليه باعتبار بنتكم ما مسيطرين عليها.
Zahra is nervous. During her first interview, the police accused her of lying. Stigmatized and judged, more than 97% of Iraqi women say they are not prepared to file a domestic violence complaint. Police should have arrested Zahra's husband that day, but he was not at home, and several weeks after this attempt, the ex-husband had still not been arrested. As we reach the police station, we will no longer be allowed to film. Instead, Zahra agreed to let us film her and Rasha discussing her case.
من كان يضربوا أهله شنو كان دورهم؟
شنو كان دورهم؟ أهله كانوا متفرجين، طلقها.
For victims of domestic violence, there are few solutions in Iraq. Most women's shelters are illegal and regularly targeted by the authorities. Deprived of hope, Zahra says she tried to end her life.
انتحرتي؟
هاي أول مرة أقول.
شلون انتحرتي؟
شيء مت القزاز، ذبحت الوريد، كنتم ودوني لأهلي. سووا هالسمة، من عرف أنا انتحرت. هسه عادي من واحد يسمع انتحرت هاي يقولون مو زينة، ما يقولون ضغوطات، ضربني بالحديد وراد جهضني وهاي، ما يقولون هذا السبب. هاي خذوني المستشفى.